What's going on, Orlando Magic fans? Welcome to the six-man show. Let's go live presented by Rockham. Magic win. Wow. We did it. We did it. Almost 2 weeks to the day since the last time we've done this. The Magic win a basketball game. They beat the Milwaukee Bucks on the road in Milwaukee, might I add. 111 to 109. Wow. What a game. Like, honestly, a really great performance by this team. If this game, take this game, transplant it back to December even, when the Magic were playing really good basketball, tonight would still be a very, very good win. Like, the performance across the whole night, not perfect, but to go into Milwaukee and to get a win, very impressive. But do it tonight in March when you've lost 5 in a row, a bunch of bad losses. It makes it that much more special, that much more impressive, and I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up. But if the season was ever going to turn around, it has to start with a game like that. So we'll see. I am waiting until at least Monday to get too excited about this win. Okay, we'll see how this team does, if they can roll it over into the rest of this road trip. We'll focus on that another day. Tonight, we get to focus on the game, and I want to welcome you to the show. My name's Kevin. Glad you're hanging out with us here. This is the Six-Man Show Postgame Live. It is our live postgame show after every single Orlando Magic game, win or loss, doesn't matter. We're here, and it's brought to you by Rockham, because they're amazing. They're the world's largest sock store, and they just so happen to be a Central Florida company located right down the street from Kia Center is their headquarters, and they do everything there in Orlando, not just the designs, but even the manufacturing, the shipping, everything happens from their Orlando headquarters. Again, they're a Central Florida business, and a ton of Magic fans work there, and we're so pumped to be partnering with them again this season. You can check them out at rockham.com and buy socks and underwear for some of your favorite sports teams, not just the Orlando Magic, but also NFL. I almost said NAL. That's not a league. NFL, NHL, college, non-sports things, Disney, Harry Potter, Marvel, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Severance. We showed those off last episode. They got Severance socks, which obviously Severance is all the rage right now. But yeah, when you shop at Rockham.com, just use this code MAGIC20 because it's 20% off your order at Rockham.com all Orlando Magic season long. Can't beat that. 20% off. That's pretty good. So yeah, big shout out to the folks at Rockham, and check them out at Rockham.com. Wow, Magic win, guys. Hard to believe. It's been way too long. Way too long. But glad we did it. And not just too long since a win. It has been too long since a win against a playoff team. I was looking at it, guys. The last win the Magic had against a playoff team, January 25th, against the Detroit Pistons, which, by the way, on January 25th, the Detroit Pistons were not a playoff team. They were a play-in team, okay? That was before they got hot, or part of, I guess, their hot streak that launched them up into the top 6. So the last time, I guess, the Magic beat a playoff team, and by the way, I know they beat the Kings in January or February, but the Kings are a play-in team. So the last win against a playoff team? Is it December? I think it's December, yeah. I'm still going back. Don't tell me it's the Boston win. No way. On December 23rd, is that the last win against a playoff team? I got to double check that. Raptors, Sixers. Again, Pistons are a playoff team now, but they weren't a playoff team then. The Kings are a playoff team. Yeah, the last win against the playoff team was December 23rd. That's crazy. That's insane. Unreal. All right. Let's go to the Super Chats, as we always do to start off every single night. If you want to get involved in the show, Super Chat is the best way to do that. We read every single one. Luis Osario says, who is this team and where's our losing team? Again, tonight, I think it was their most complete game probably since December. It wasn't perfect. There were plenty of flaws. But the fact that this team looked halfway competent on offense for large stretches of this game and looked quite good defensively for large stretches of this game, it's the most complete performance against a good team that I think we've seen in 3 months. So yeah, shout out. And on the road too. Amazing. Michael Martin with the Super Chat says, had no business winning that, whatever, I guess. They did try to hand it away at the end. That is for sure. Like I said, it wasn't a perfect game for all 48 minutes. Would have loved to see them finish the game a little stronger than they did. But again, at this point, a win is a win. Luis Rosario with another one says, Giannis with an Oscar for the flop from Franz. That was pretty funny. Pretty funny from Giannis. And Torian Prince after that, coming to his defense, I guess. Like trying to be all tough guy, whatever. I mean, to be fair, if from his angle he thought it was a serious foul, you got to give him credit for backing up their superstar, but it was not a serious foul at all. And the Bucks fans booing Franz the rest of the game, very funny to me. Very funny. Thomas Cutler with the super chat says, narrowly avoided a third Banchero parent tweet tonight. Ah, gosh. Jalen Lawson says, let's get the good vibes going. 10-game win streak on the way. Holy smokes. Would love to see that. That would turn things around real fast. A 10-game win streak with the way the Eastern Conference is right now. Wow. And then Michael Martin says, Cole freaking Anthony looking Suggs-ish. Guys, for me, I know Cole's played very well of late, most nights. For me, this is my favorite Cole game in probably 2 years. I am dead serious. I loved Cole Anthony tonight. I know Paolo hit some really big shots. Franz hit some big shots tonight. Cole might be my MVP for the game. He was outrageous. Both ends of the floor. Again, he wasn't perfect. He had a couple really bad fouls. I think he had at least one turnover. We'll look at the box score in a second. But offensively was very good, and defensively had some amazing moments. Some serious moments. So shout out to Cole. We'll talk more about him as we go through the game. And then King the Seventh with a super chat says, imagine if we brought this energy the last 5 games. That's the part that I think most Magic fans are struggling with tonight, because you're exactly right, bro. If this team plays with like even 80% of the energy and focus and hustle and physicality that we saw tonight, even just the last 3 games, Chicago, Toronto, you win all 3 of those games. By the way, spoiler alert, when we look at the scores around the league tonight, that Toronto team that swept you this week lost to the Washington Wizards tonight. The worst team in basketball. That does not feel good as a Magic fan. The win tonight feels great as a Magic fan, but seeing that on the scoreboard tonight, pretty gross. Pretty gross. Shout out to all those super chats. Appreciate all of you. Lewis, Michael, Thomas, Jalen, Michael, Martin. Oh, wait. No, both are Michael Martin. Michael Martin and then King the Seven. Thank you so much for those super chats. Again, feel free to submit more of those as the night goes on. Oh, yeah. Wow. I'm just so relieved, guys. Really quick, before we go to the rest of the chat. First off, when the Magic turned the ball over to give the Bucks the ball back with, down 2 with whatever it was, 6 seconds. I don't remember how much time was left. Dame's getting the ball. He gets the ball cleanly, and he goes into his move, and when he let go, I just knew it was going in. Like, that would have been the most Orlando Magic thing for this stretch, especially where you've lost during that 7-game homestand. You lost 5 games that were 1-possession games. You lost all 5 of them. You go 1-6 on the homestand. Your 1 win was against the Washington Wizards. You get blown out by the Cavs, and the other 5 games are 1-possession games. You lost all of them. And so when Dame is getting into his move, setting up for that 3-point attempt, I just knew it was going in. I was like, well, line it up. It goes right along with all those other losses the last couple weeks. And when it didn't go in, what relief. Finally, the Magic get a win after a 5-game losing streak. And finally, the Magic get a win in Milwaukee. You heard them talk about it several times on the broadcast tonight. A win in Milwaukee. This is only their 3rd since they opened that building, Fiserv Forum, back, I think, in 2012, something like that. Yeah, no, it had to have been later than that. It had to have been later than 12. I don't know. Whatever. It's only their 3rd win in that building. And so, yeah, big shout out to the Magic. Love that. Love it. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what we got here. Keon says, Cole gonna Cole. Again, Cole was so good. I'm Joby says, OMG AB poster. Yeah, that was a gnarly move by Anthony Black. Anthony Black, very good tonight. Started really well. Kind of fizzled out down the stretch, but he was super aggressive for most of this game. And as Jonathan has said on the show, we will never complain about an aggressive Anthony Black. Good things only come from when Anthony Black is aggressive. So shout out to AB. And yeah, that poster was very interesting. I'm going to have to go back and watch the replay. I don't know if it ended up being actually a dunk or if it was more of a layup, but we'll see. He definitely got to the rim, but I didn't know if he like actually dunked it or if the ball came out, and I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it was a great move. Oh, I've seen a couple of you. Okay. We do have to address the I've lost my mouse. Where's my mouse? We do have to address the KCP. Oh, here it is. I'm Jovi says KCP side of the backboard on a wide open corner 3. Yeah, we have to address that. Good grief. Another clutch opportunity for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Another one. He's had a couple, and I've said this before in these moments, like KCP obviously not shooting the basketball well this season. But what I've said is, if he's not going to shoot the ball well, whatever, just make the ones that count. And so far, we have yet to have, to my knowledge, someone correct me if I'm wrong, to my knowledge, we have yet to have a big-time clutch Kentavious Caldwell-Pope 3 this season. And he's had plenty of opportunities. And not only to miss it tonight, but to hit the side of the backboard. Good grief. Golly. That was painful. I can't believe I had to scroll this far to see this. Man, So Wavy says, finally play the song. Yes. Come on, guys. You gotta get back into the swing of things. I know it's been a while, but play the song comes first, chat. All right? I know it's a muscle we haven't exercised in a while, so I'll give you a break this time. But next time, I need to play the song earlier. We've been going too long. It's 13 minutes into the show, and now we can finally play the song. Let's go. You can still get Play the Song socks on rock'em.com. At least last time I checked. Those are these. Oh wait, I'm actually wearing a pair of Play the Song socks right now too. That's probably why we won. A little bit of good luck. But yeah, those are my favorite socks from Rock'em, like by far. I love those and the classics from last year. But yeah, the Play the Song socks, they're so sick. Luis Rosario with another super chat says the death of the third quarter never came back to bite us. Finally, a last-minute challenge that goes our way. Play the song. Hey, gotta give credit, by the way, to Amir, who runs the challenges there, is the primary guy, I should say, for the challenges for the Orlando Magic. He saw that when, at least me on the broad, I know we don't get every angle on the broadcast, but I didn't see it. And he saw it real fast enough to get a challenge in. And wow, I mean, that ended up potentially being the difference in the game. You know, obviously, who's to say what happens if Milwaukee gets the ball there? But it contributed to a win. So, yeah, big shout out to the coaching staff there, to Amir and to Mosley for buying into it. And, yeah, look at that. Big challenge. What was it, 34 seconds left, I think it was? Huge. Huge. All right, back to the chat here. Let's see. Theo says, Paolo, please never leave Orlando. Please, Paolo. Please. Matt Harmon says, when Dame took that shot, I was 80% sure it was going in. You and me both. I was probably like 95. I was very, very confident that was going in. Evan says, I forgot what the song sounded like. Yeah, bro. Major Everett says, finally. Janine says, I don't actually care how we got the win, just that they got one. No more Darth Kevin. Yes, it's correct. I believe the other time we did Darth Kevin this season, it was only for one game. So maybe that's the trick. When we're tired of losing, I bring out Darth Kevin and then we win the next game. That might be the new strategy going forward. Rome says, can someone send me the lyrics to the song? It's amazing. All right, there's all the play the songs. I see you. I see you play the songs. Let's go. David Elliott says, almost didn't watch this one. Thankfully, my wife told me to watch it. She's a keeper. Hey, Let's give golf claps to David's wife. That is wisdom right there. First off, listening to your wife. Second off, wisdom on her behalf, saying, you know what, you should watch the game tonight. Love that. And it paid off. Let's go. Love that. Hector says, so this is what it feels like to win. Missed the song. Yeah. Missed it as well. Swa says another backboard 3 by KCP. Yeah. Santi says, please give Cole his flowers. He was phenomenal. That's the Cole we need consistently. Facts, man. Again, that's my favorite Cole game in probably 2 years. Like, legit. He was otherworldly tonight on both ends. Really, really happy with him. Didala says, it's 4:40 a.m. and I'm super tired. So I'm going to get out of here and hit the hay. Celebrate this one, Magic Maniacs. Let's go, Didala. Sleep tight and enjoy the win. Shell says, we have enough. We are enough? Question mark. Oh, gosh. Who knows? Semi says, investigate KCP. Oh, my gosh. Play says, KCP got to go. To be fair, he made a couple of good defensive plays in this game, including the one that we just talked about with the challenge. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to ignore the side of the backboard 3 in crunch time. Oh, the optics are bad. Bad. Theo says January 6th against the Knicks. Oh, I missed that. Yep, you're exactly right. I missed that as I was perusing the calendar. January 6th. Yep, you're exactly right. I remember that now. L for me, W for Theo, and W for the Magic. Yep. January 6th against the Knicks was the last win against a playoff team. Ikru says, man, Kev, gotta disagree. Cole in that Miami comeback double be his best game of the year. Gosh, you are right. I forgot about that game. Man, that was really, really fun. That was like otherworldly as well from Cole. But he didn't have these defensive plays he had tonight. So I think that's why I kind of like that, but yeah. You're right. That was epic. Oh man, let's see what else. Yeah, King the 7 says, how many times did Giannis get away with traveling? It happened so many times. So many times in a game. So many. David Elliott says, AB dunk jam hot jam of the week, maybe? Yeah. If it's a dunk, yeah. Again, I got to go back and watch the replay. I think it was a dunk, but I got to watch the replay and find out. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Semi said real Magic fans had PTSD in that last 5 minutes. Oh, gosh. Yeah, when that comeback was starting, felt like it. Here we go again, you know? You know that meme? Derek said KCP didn't have a clutch 3, but what about that clutch block? Yeah, exactly. He had several great defensive plays tonight. For sure. Michael Martin says Cole flirted with a triple-double tonight. Love to see that. Yeah, and Blaze, dunk, layup. Exactly. That's what it looked like to me, but we'll review the tape, myself and Jonathan, and decide if that is this week's Jam Hot Chicken Jam of the Week. All right, let's check out the box score tonight. By the way, your clocks go forward tonight. I mean, mine does too. Our clocks go forward tonight, so we're going to miss an hour of sleep. So I'm going to try not to sit on here and ramble too much, even though exciting to get to celebrate a win, but I also need some semblance of sleep tonight. Franz with 18, 7 and 5, 8 of 17 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. A little bit of a mixed bag from Franz. Hit some crazy shots. He went off to start the fourth, though. That triple and then that step back long 2 over Giannis. Whew, that was spicy. Very good stuff. Then you had Paolo, 29, 6 and 2. Went 4 of 7 from 3. Paolo was on one. He was terrific tonight. A great Paolo performance. Let's see. Wendell, not a whole lot going on, but he did have that dunk. I think that was with 34 seconds left. That's when they called that timeout. Or no, 34 seconds left was the turnover, the challenge play. I don't remember when the dunk was, but regardless, the Cole drop off to Wendell. So credit to Dell for going up strong with that. We've talked about Cole tonight, but 22, 4 boards, and 9 assists with a steal and 3 blocks for Cole. Wow. 3 blocks for a 6-footer. Let's go, man. Cole was everywhere tonight. I loved what I apologize. I don't remember who said it in the chat, but I love the mentioning it was kind of like a Suggs-ish performance. Obviously, it's not going to be identical to Jalen Suggs, but Cole just flying around everywhere, trying to be active with his hands, getting to steals, deflections, blocks. Love that from Cole tonight. AB, we talked about him already, but 11 points for him. Super aggressive tonight. Shout out to him. J.I. gets 4 points. Not necessarily his best game defending Giannis. Only played 9.5 minutes. Caleb Houston was the first guy off the bench tonight, interestingly. Obviously, other guys subbed in with him, but he was the first guy literally to get up off the bench. We saw him at the scorer's table first, but only played 6 minutes. Did knock down a 3, but was 104. Tristan DeSilva played 11 minutes, had 5 points, 3 boards. Gary Harris came in for 12 minutes, did not score, and Goga had 3 points, including that tip in off of, I think it was Franz who missed the layup that Goga tipped in. Magic shot 51% from the field, 37.5% from 3. Hey, shout out to Magic for going 37.5% from 3. However, you start the game 8 of 12 from 3, and you end up 12 of 32. So they went 4 of 20 the rest of the way. Whatever. How about making 8 threes in the first quarter? That was kind of crazy, especially considering, like they said in the broadcast, there have been so many games this year we haven't even had 8 threes in a game. As for the Bucks, it was all Giannis and Damian Lillard with a little bit of Taurean Prince in there. Giannis with 37, Dame with 26, and then Taurean Prince got hot there, hit 3 straight threes. But that's pretty much all he did on the night against you. So I will give the Magic credit for that. They did a good job on everybody except for Giannis and Dame. They kind of let them, especially Giannis, do his thing, which, I mean, he's always going to do his thing. But they kept the rest of the guys quiet, and so obviously you'll take that. Although they did shoot 47% from 3. Good grief. That's pretty crazy. They got some shooters. 38 points in the paint for the Magic. Just 7 fast break points. Interesting. It felt like they had more than that. They led by as many as 17. Wow. I didn't realize it got that high. I thought it was 15. Only 10 turnovers for the Magic. That's huge. Love that. Love that. Back to the chat we go. Let's see what we got here before we check out some of the scores around the league and all this stuff. Neil says, 1 win and I'm back in. ECF bound. Here's the problem, Neil, because I'm obviously not with you to that extent, and I know you're joking. But here's the problem with a win like this. Like, that's a really good win. Like I said at the top of the show, that's a very good win, no matter what time of the season it is. Whether you're on a 10-game winning streak or a 5-game losing streak, that's a very good win to go in Milwaukee and limit the Bucks in the way that they did. It's a very good win. So that's why I'm scared I'm going to get hurt. We've been through this roller coaster of a season. I refuse to get too excited, but it was a very good win. Houston on Monday, a very big test. If we go to Houston and play this well, and especially if we play this well and get a win, I'm back in. Steven says, our point guards are positive contributors. Look what happens to the offense. Yeah. Again, Cole Anthony Black, both aggressive, and look what happens. Lots of good ball movement tonight. Chris D says, worst night of the year. I know you're talking about the time change, not the Magic win. But yes, time change, not fun. Not fun. Derek says, great group effort. Love to see it. Yeah, it was a very good team win tonight. Obviously, Powell's going to get a lot of the credit and attention, as he should. He had some amazing shots. Franz hit some big shots in the fourth. Cole was just consistent all night. But yeah, overall, I think it's a good team win. Michael Martin says that block on Giannis by Cole, awesome. Yeah, that was elite. Speaking of Cole, this is Cole Payne in the chat who says, I'm a Cavs fan, but I'm crashing on a Magic fan's couch, so play the song. Let's go. A Cavs fan saying, play the song. You love to see it. Let's go. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I'm not going to read that. Okay, let's check out the scores around the league tonight. Because there are some interesting ones, that's for sure. Let's go to the finals. Celtics did beat the Lakers tonight, 111-101. The Bulls beat the Heat. Okay. So that means, let's see, that I believe that means we're going to jump over the Heat tonight. We'll obviously check out the standings here in just a second. Here's that game I mentioned a second ago. The Wizards beat the Raptors. The Raptors sweep the Magic earlier this week, and then they lose to the Wizards. Rip. That hurts. The Hawks beat the Pacers again. Very interesting. So the Hawks making some noise at the top of the play-in. In fact, they probably are at the top of the play-in. They're probably the 7 seed now. When we check the standings here in a second. Rockets whoop up on the Pelicans. That Rockets team dropped 146 tonight. Again, we see them on Monday. 146. Yikes. Hornets beat the Nets. And Pistons Warriors is a 1-point game with 3 minutes left. You know what? While we finish the show, I'm just going to go ahead and put that game on my phone and keep an eye on it. A little side eye. I'll keep a side eye on that game. And then, yeah, your Orlando Magic win 111-109 over the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee, which is great. All right, let's check out the standings because I'm very interested to see. Let me refresh this. Very interested to see what happens here. Yeah, I was right. So the Hawks are now the 7 seed. Magic are the 8 seed, tied in games back with the Heat, who are the 9 seed. Okay. So Magic half game back of the 7 seed. Again, basically tied with the Heat for the 8-9 seed. And then the Bulls now 3.5 games back of the Magic. And as far as the extremes go, the Magic are 6 games out of 6 and 7.5 games up on 11th. So that's the current state of things. Obviously, we're keeping an eye on this Pistons game. There's a chance that the Magic could be 5.5 games back if the Pistons lose this game in San Francisco tonight to the Warriors. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. Looks like we did just get a super chat here from Nick Monk. Says Cole made us look organized down the stretch. Yeah, I was very happy with Cole. That possession with the Wendell dunk was a perfect example of what happens when this team is constantly moving and moving the basketball. Yeah, very, very happy with that. Dizzy says, I don't want to be the party crasher, but I am not too high on that win. If we continue playing like this, especially role-wise, usage-wise, we'll go nowhere, as if Mose didn't learn anything so far. I'm with you on the first part, the first half, about not being too high on the win. 100% agree with you on that. You know, I don't want to use that old phrase, blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, but, I mean, it could just be a one-off. Monday night is going to prove a lot, because look at this Rockets team. This Rockets team is 39-25, 14 games over 500 in the Western Conference. That's a very good Houston Rockets team. So if the Magic can go into Houston and play well on Monday, and especially if they get a win, I'm going to be listening. I'm going to be paying attention to that. But we'll see if they can actually do that. Again, there's 3 minutes left in this Pistons-Warriors game. I'm not going to stay on for the whole thing. But if you're interested in that, regardless of standings, it looks like it's a good game. Obviously, a one-possession game, 2 good basketball teams. And anytime Steph Curry's in a close basketball game, it's usually must-see TV. All right, folks, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Hey, Magic win. You can't complain about that. You'll take it. At least I'll take it. I'm happy with that. Again, back in action Monday in Houston against a very good Rockets team. But first, we change our clocks tonight. And of course, Jonathan and I will record the episode of the 6-Man Show tomorrow night, out for you Monday morning. So be sure to listen to that or watch that here on YouTube ahead of Monday's game in Houston. Enjoy your Sunday, everybody, and your Monday, and enjoy the time change. Until Monday, I'll see you next time. And of course, go Magic!